My name is Levi and I'm a master builder here at Fender in the Fender Custom Shop. I've been working Fender going on 12 years now. Started out in the PL10, we call it PL10, but it's the American Standard stuff, doing setups, and kind of worked my way into the custom shop, doing the whole relic thing, and just kind of being helpful wherever I can be, and then eventually worked my way into being an apprentice, which I did for 5 years. Man, I feel like my own weird spec builds are crazier than some of the stuff I'm getting from customers, but we got a really cool color over color for you guys coming. That one's really cool. That'll be the first one I've done of 3 colors that way. So that one's crazy, but we get a lot of people wanting effects inside their guitars now. And so those are some of the crazy ones. Like sometimes I have to dial back what is doable and what somebody might actually want to be done in terms of playability and how it sounds and how they might play things. But yeah, I mean, sky's the limit. Play one, go to a dealer and play some custom shops, play some master builds, and kind of just get your hands on some and play them. See the differences, feel the differences, hear it if it's something you're gonna hear, and just get your hands on one. So selecting, that'll depend usually on the traveler. Some people would maybe want something specifically light or something heavy or a specific type of wood. Maybe they want the off-center seam. So a lot of it's going to depend on what the customer wanted and what's written on the traveler. Here at Fender, we get the top-notch pick of all the wood, especially for the master build. So you're not really going to go wrong with anything we choose at this point, because we're always going to choose something really great and high quality if you don't have something specific you wanted. But a lot of the times it's just kind of looking over the order and seeing what would fit for that build specifically. And as far as how does it sound, how might it affect it, again, that would depend on the build and what we're going for. And some of that is just, you never really know. The honest truth is you never really know until you finish the guitar, but you got some ways of knowing, and you kind of just go about it that way. You kind of just, sometimes it's luck of the draw, but like I said, everything's great. First full guitar I built, I built a body for myself, a telly body at home once, and I threw a neck that I'd bought from Fender here on that. So that was kind of the first kind of step in, and then I decided I wanted to do the whole thing. This was back probably 3 years into starting working here, and I wanted to do something from the ground up, starting with just a giant piece of paper and a center line, and kind of drawing something custom and cutting the fret slots, doing the whole thing. So I did something that was totally original. I look back at it now, it's ugly, it's hideous. There's a lot of cosmetic mistakes, but when I look at it and I play it, I'm like, you know what? It plays, and I learned a lot on that thing. And so I'm very proud of doing that. There's 2 sides of it for me, I guess, would be, one is when we look at just the history of Fender, it's like there's nothing better than even just seeing a photo of a vintage Strat or Telly or Jazzmaster, whatever it is, but even beyond that is having one in hand and seeing it and just seeing the way that they aged and seeing all the years of playing to it. So that, I mean, that's the ultimate inspiration for some of just the classic Fender vibe that we have. That's obvious, you know, that's key to what we do here. And then on the other side of it, doing something new and something different just comes from just playing around, having fun. I like to push the boundaries on what somebody might say sounds good or sounds bad. I think there's a lot of forum talk, there's a lot of YouTube stuff out there that says this is what a good guitar sounds like, and it's like, no, we can push back on a lot of that. Who says a direct sound is a bad sound? Who says that you have to have an amp? A lot of maybe controversial things for some people, but these are kind of the things that inspire me to do something new and try something new and see what comes out of it. And I think there's a lot of young artists today that are really pushing the boundaries on what can be done with the guitar, and that's exciting to me. Get your hands dirty. I mean, obviously there's YouTube. You can watch, and you can get as much knowledge as you can. I learned so much from YouTube when I was starting out. But eventually you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. You're gonna have to use the same machinery, even in the era of CNCs and all these things that there's a lot of stuff on all that, but really at the end of the day, you're still gonna have to use a pin router or just a router, a rasp, a bandsaw. You're always gonna have to get your hands dirty. There's no way around it, so you gotta start somewhere.